inspired about with my work with the disability community. And when I see stories on them, or I see stories in our community of what they accomplish and keep doing despite the challenges.
Yeah.
And, I like those stories, and those always have an impact. There are times when you question your path and you think, oh, I should have done that, or maybe I should have done that. And it's funny, the older you get, I'm looking at, oh my gosh, my friends who work for the state, they're retired now. I'm still working.
Right.
And a lot of times the parents put in everything into their kids and Take time for yourself and protect your mental health. Everything going on in the world.
Guard your heart.
Guard your heart and protect your mental health. And, whatever crazy things are going on right now.
What drives your passion to serve?
Welcome to Turn Up with Pastor Charlie, where we highlight faith, purpose, and people making an impact in our community. Today, I am honored to have one of Central Ohio's most trusted voice in journalism, WBNS 10 TV own Yolanda Harris. Say hello to the watching and listening audience.
Hello, everybody. I am honored to be asked to be on your podcast, so thank you very much.
I am so honored that you are here. We are glad that you're here. Yolanda served as co-anchor at 5 p.m., 6 p.m., and 11 p.m. newscast for WBNS 10 TV. She joined WBNS 10 TV in July of 2017. Yeah. And prior to that, a lot of people know you from ABC 6 and Fox 28 for over 20 years. Even today, people's like, hey.
I looked at, when you sent me that, I looked at the date I started, and then I looked at, oh my gosh, when we started the 10T, it was Fox 28 News at 10, and I was part of that when it started, I believe in 1996.
Wow.
I was like almost 30.
Oh my goodness.
Where did the time go?
Hey, time has been traveling. You and I have known one another from years, a couple decades, but hadn't seen you in a long time. So it's just an honor to have you in the station in the studio and just share a little bit because I am so excited about what you have done in the community and the things you are doing in the community. So from your standpoint, you are a familiar face in Columbus household. How has that made you feel representing the hometown of Central Ohio as a visible platform that people see you on a regular? How'd that make you feel?
It humbles you, and it makes me feel very grateful.
Yeah.
Very grateful that I have been able to pursue my career in my hometown here in Central Ohio. It's been great. I can be around my family, my parents. A lot of people in news, you travel all around, go to different places. And I've been fortunate enough to be able to do my career right here in my hometown. And that's a blessing. I feel very grateful.
Even this studio is right here in Gahanna, which is the high school that you graduated. Yes, you actually graduated from Gahanna Lincoln, as well as you was at. You went to Bowling Green State recently.
Bowling Green,
Yeah.
yes, went to Bowling Green. Went to Catholic school before we moved to Gahanna, so I was at St. Thomas, which is no longer around anymore.
Right.
But St. Thomas, and then we moved to Gahanna. I went to Gahanna schools, and I went to BG.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
BGSU. I wanted to get a little bit away from home, but not
Too far. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like Ohio State, that was too close. I want to get a little farther away.
Yeah.
So I'm a homebody.
Yeah. So, what first inspired your love for storytelling and broadcast journalism? What caused that?
Well, I was not very good at math. Not the math and science girl, so I could remember the other side of the brain.
Okay.
But I always like to write. I always like to tell stories. I always like to, if there was a fire truck or a police cruiser and we were in the car, this is when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Follow the truck.
Really?
What's going on? So it's basically just always been this nosy nose for news and to know what's going on. And the only other thing that I really enjoy, growing up is I thought I was going to be an architect.
Okay.
Because I used to draw neighborhoods. Okay, that's what I wanted to do, neighborhoods and the design for neighborhoods and homes and stuff like that. But I realized how much math was involved, and that's not for me.
Yes. Yeah, there's a lot of angles into that.
A lot of math. That was just not my strong point. It really wasn't.
Wow. So, growing up, did you always wanted to be on TV?
I always wanted to write and tell stories. I did some print journalism.
Okay.
When I was in high school, I did a journalism camp at Kent State several summers. And then my first job in journalism was actually as a reporter at at the time it was called the Column Post.
Oh yeah. I remember
Mr. Amos Lynch, he taught me a lot. I still remember, like, there are journalistic things and how to write. There's certain things I still remember that he told me, and it just stuck with me when he would be editing my stories.
Eddie Saunders too. Wasn't he over at Colin Post?
When I was there,
No.
no, I don't.
Okay. Because where I lived in Eastgate, across the street from East High School football field, we had the same address, but he lived on the street over. But we had the same address, and for some reason, I'm pretty sure he dealt with. He was part of Colin Post, yeah. Eddie Saunders, back in the day. That was a long time ago. So, was there ever a time when you questioned your path, and how did you navigate during that time frame?
There are times when you question your path and you think, oh, I should have done that, or maybe I should have done that. And it's funny, the older you get, I'm looking at, oh my gosh, my friends who work for the state, they're retired now. I'm still working.
Right.
So you think, oh, maybe I should have done that.
Maybe you
No.
should have done that. So, yeah.
And then I do think I just have this, I guess, is it a morbid curiosity of things or whatever? And I think, could I have been a coroner? Could I have been a person who does autopsy, things like that? Because I just have this morbid curiosity of things, and that interests me as well. But I don't know. I think that this was what I was meant to do, because I think what's yours is yours, and the path you're meant to go on. I think God opens up doors for you, and it's not roadblock after roadblock after roadblock.
Amen.
It's just kind of like you're where you're meant to be, so that works out for you.
Yeah,
That's what I believe.
I agree with that. As a person, you mentioned God, as a person of faith, working in the public eye, how has your faith guided your decision making and leadership in journalism?
Decision-making journalism. I was brought up, Christian and in the church. And I guess just with my faith and my upbringing,
Yeah.
I feel like in what I do, it's hard to explain, but I'm an empathetic person.
Okay.
So when I do stories and you get involved with the people, and
Yeah.
you really care, and then you feel their pain, it's just I'm an empath. That's what I've been told. I'm an empath. So I guess I just think just the helping nature, maybe, and how to treat people.
Yeah.
And you just want to treat people the way you would want to be treated.
Yeah.
And that's the topic.
Yeah, no, you good. No.
That's all.
Well, as you said that, even wanting to help people, it reminded me when I reached out to you not long ago. Matter of fact, it might have been a year ago, in regards of a young lady had lost her son, and I didn't know how to question her because I was going to have her on my podcast. And you sent me a list of questions like, be empathetic about this, and put yourself in her shoes. It was just really good guidelines that you gave me to question her and look at her from a different way. And, I was able to
Make her feel comfortable.
yes, make her feel comfortable. And I had to get comfortable so she wouldn't be uneasy. And she had just went, her son was killed, and but she wanted to tell the story, but not being able to tell everything because it was, of course, tied up in. Yeah, absolutely.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. That's some of the many things you probably do. You help so many people that it is just regularly just your natural ability to help people. And, not that you forget, but you just like, man, I didn't realize I did all that. And so I'm here to say thank you on behalf of myself and others that you are helping and continuing to help. So you have been very involved in the community initiative here in Central Ohio. What drives your passion to serve?
Desire to help people.
Desire to.
That's pretty much what it is.
It is.
And I remember like coming up in what I do, it gives you a great opportunity to help.
Yeah.
Because you have this platform
Yes.
and people have different needs, fundraisers, their nonprofit work,
Right.
things like that. And they ask you to help them to get the word out or MC their program or stuff like
Right.
that. And, and I'm a people person and I'm just a helper. I went to
Give us a story. Go
I
ahead.
went to a medium, right?
Okay.
I have one that I really trust, and she's good. And she tells you, she just described me to a T. I was put on this earth, what she says, out.
Yeah.
And, I always thought, I always wanted children. Didn't work out for me.
Right.
And then I think again, what's meant for you is meant for you.
Yeah.
Maybe because of my job, I wouldn't be able to do the things. Maybe I'm just meant to help other people and be that mother figure to all the little kids that I, love and everything because I love children. And I never pictured myself not being a mother that way and anything I ever imagined, but
If I can relate. I don't have any kids of my own, and our path, you and I, our path cross with, we know similar people.
that are very important.
You say right.
Exactly.
That's, yes, right. And I always, you have to be careful with what you say, because I said I didn't want kids. I started speaking that into existence because
We'll put that in the universe.
right. Yeah. And but then at my young age, because the way I was raised and the way my father was so involved in church, it made me rebel against church. And I felt like the people, he spent so much time with the church people that they took from us.
Yeah.
And I didn't want that. And I didn't want
What did your
to.
dad?
Yeah.
And,
Yeah. So be
let's sort of need to make it.
oh my
It's a
God.
common thing.
It
It's
is.
very common.
It is. It
And then
is.
you roll back to it.
Yeah, it's
That's
right.
that's what you do.
Because that's who you going to be. God purposed me to be on this have this platform to do and share the things that I have experienced, and it's for me. So it's basically what God has for you, Yolanda, is for you, and what God has for me, Charlie, is for me. And that's been working out, and that's give us our passion to help and serve people. So, um, are there any calls or community projects that you're highlighting right now and that you're especially meaning to you right now?
Well, one of the most important ones that I do is I love working with the disability community and raising awareness,
Okay.
inclusion, and the things that they can do, not the
Yeah.
things that they can't do.
Yeah.
I work with DeSaco, the Down syndrome.
Yeah.
Central Ohio. I've worked with them for many years with their Buddy Walk. That's their major fundraiser.
Mhm.
It all culminates into this big party each year to celebrate their fundraising. The
Okay.
teams, they each have a team, and all the kids and families involved with DeSaco, and then you
okay.
welcome the new families into the DeSaco family because it's interesting. You never know. What I've learned working with the community, DeSaco community, is when parents are faced with the diagnosis of you have a Down syndrome
Yeah.
child, you're going to have a Down syndrome child. There's just stages of grief and, going through these things. But everyone, once the baby comes and it's just like the most joyous thing.
Regardless.
Those fortunate
Yeah.
would trade this. There's
Yeah.
the sweetness, the innocence, and to our Down syndrome community. And it's just all love. And it's beautiful, beautiful.
Wow. That's good. That's good.
And now I'm about to MC Shades Red.
Are you?
This will be my second year.
Okay.
It's on World AIDS Day, which will be December 1st. And it's at the Columbus Museum of Art. And it's like a fashion show. Everybody wears red and you raise money for that cause. And that's going to be great too.
Oh, do you know which room that's going to be in? Because they have the theater, like where they have the stage in the theater.
Last time it was, you walk in, it was like a room and it was connected to another.
To the right.
With the room.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I think it's the same room that Art for Life usually is.
Okay. Yeah.
Is that the Columbus Museum of Art?
Yeah, I was just there about 2 weeks ago. My sister wrote a book as well, and so we did a skit of the book, and I was mine is called Hidden Blessings. I have one for you.
Oh, fabulous.
My sister wrote one. It was called Pastors. Let me see. Let me get it right. bishop's daughter, pastor's wife, because she was, yeah, yeah, and yeah, and she said, right. Behind, it was called behind the doors, and so yeah, she went through abuse and things of that nature that you would never expect. But so, but the play, I played the skit, played the role of my father in the skit. So it was done at the theater. So I was wondering if it was that room.
I have no idea.
All right.
That is interesting, though. Yeah, just kind of because we've all been through something. We've all been through, a lot of stuff that you wouldn't even imagine that person's gone through.
Yeah.
And sometimes you want to share that story,
Mhm.
but it affects other people.
Yeah.
So you have to,
Absolutely.
can I share this? What do you think about this? And
Yeah. For you all, and I say you all as news anchors, the news never stops. So how do you find balance between your professional life and your personal life?
that's been a real challenge.
Yeah. You turn it off, can't turn it off. You're always in it.
You have to make a conscious effort. I am not watching news. Don't want. But the way it is delivered now. It's on your phone. It pops up, and you're like, "Oh my gosh, that happened!" What
Yeah.
It's really, you just have to. What's it called when you just turn off all the computer, phone?
I just go mute, period.
Just go mute. Go.
I go mute, I go ghost.
That's the only way you can get peace of mind. Only way you can get true rest, because the news cycle never stops. And right now, it's just so. It's hard to be a journalist right now.
Yeah.
This really is. And people, you just look at social media and how it's become so mean and nasty and
Yeah.
vitriol on the back and forth. And it's so horrible.
Yeah.
People behaving and the things that they say.
Yeah.
And a lot of them, the worst things are coming from, fake profiles, or, they don't have their picture or their real name. They just say the nastiest things.
Right.
That anonymity just brings out the
Yeah. Yeah. And they say things about people they don't even really know.
don't even know.
Don't even know.
And they believe everything they see.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
I probably should mention this, and prayerfully I can cut this out. I I saw where someone said something pertaining to another news anchor, and Colleen Marshall let them have it. I was rolling.
Let me tell you, that is a good feeling, because rarely can we say anything.
Yeah.
People can say the meanest, nastiest to us, about us, all this stuff, and you can't defend yourself,
Right.
because we have to be, I say,
Yeah.
and it's just like you cry, hurt your feelings,
Yeah.
and then you just have to get over it and push on. But I'm sure that felt really good to her to come out and really do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because they wasn't speaking about Carlene. They were speaking about another news anchor, and Colleen let them have it. It's like they misspelled and they capitalized. She beat them up on the grammar. So I was like,
Good. So I was thinking, when you respond to something and you write something, okay, if they would repost that, say you said it, you okay with that?
right.
So that's how I
How you think?
respond to something. We're okay with it. There you go.
Looking back, what are you most proud of? And what kind of legacy do you hope to leave?
I think I'm most proud of the impact that I've had on my community
I believe that.
and the things that I've been able to do because of that impact.
Yeah.
I am proud of that. And the legacy that I want to leave behind is not, oh, did I win an Emmy? Did I do this? Did I do that? The legacy I want to leave behind is how I touch the people that I work with,
Yeah.
and the people that I touched over the course of my career. How do people remember me? And that's one thing that I know, how I treat people, how I mentor young journalists,
Yeah.
try to, find strength in supporting women.
Yeah.
And that's what I want my legacy to be, is how I treated other people. When they think of me, like, oh, she helped me do this. I'm just so nice. Or da, 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 da. That's what I want my legacy to be.
Well, I believe that will be accomplished because, again, more accolades from the standpoint. Yes, you have received some awards and things of that nature. I've seen that, but I believe that the reward is the young women, the young people that you have made impact, and they can look at you and see a person of color and a woman as well, doing marvelous things for the community, helping the community, and they can see, hey, I can do that as well. So yes, your fingerprint, your thumbprint is definitely out there, and I believe it's just going to continue to grow, and more people will just do what they do because of you.
The greatest thing is when someone comes up to you and it was someone who interned with me or the shadow day or something like that. And they're like, I got into this because of you, or, and that's a big deal to me.
Share with us a story that has made an impact on your life. Like there's a, I'm sure there's multiple, but there's probably one that's like, you know what? I'll never forget that story. That story changed my life.
Unfortunately, the ones that stick out are the like crime stories, things like that. But but there's so many, you can't.
That's all right.
I don't know. I guess I just inspired about what with my work with the disability community, and when I see stories on them, or I see stories in our community of what they accomplish and keep doing despite the challenges,
Yeah.
and I like those stories, and those always have an impact. Maybe the George Floyd stories,
Oh wow.
when we had the riot.
Yeah.
I don't know if the word is rioting or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Standing up for that, and just how
Black Lives Matters and
right,
yeah.
how people came together for a common cause. Because I think that even though that was a national story, it didn't happen here in Central Ohio.
Right.
When you sit and you watch what happened to him, regardless of what he did before,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And people are filming this and telling,
Yeah.
breathe.
Yeah.
Why? You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
now we watched that.
Yeah. We watched that. Them.
And of course, for everyone, 9/11, you know where you were,
Exactly.
And at that time, and I remember calling into work, hey, I'm running late. The traffic was backed up, so I'm really late. I'm like, oh, that's all right. We're all watching this. A plane just crashed in a building. At that time, we didn't know it was terrorism.
Right.
I remember. You remember where you were?
I was on a job interview.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was in the clothing business. Was in the clothing business for 12 years selling suits, and I was there on my job interview as a part-time third key manager.
Yeah.
And yeah, and he said, "Hold on a second." The manager said, "Hold on a second." He's like, "Turn the TV up." He turned towards the TV, and we are watching the planes go. It's like the plane go right through two buildings. I was like, wow. We didn't know, like you said.
Right. Didn't know at the time what was going
When
on.
the
When that
impact.
second one hit, you're like, this is not just an accident.
Yeah. It's amazing.
That was a crazy, crazy day. Gosh, and then the January 6th insurrection stuff. I remember that. That affected you, because I just think I cried.
Man.
And I thought,
Heartfelt moments.
yeah.
What would you say to some of our young people today that's looking to get into journalism? How would you coach them, or what would you advise them at this point?
It's so different right now. I started, and there's so much, everything is going digital. News is in your hands.
Yes.
It's this. You have all these influencers who give news because they watch it, get it from a TV station.
Yeah.
And then it's just, and a lot of times it's not factual. And you'll have people challenging you. Well, I saw on TikTok. Well, I'm sorry, TikTok is not my news source. Oh, we got to get,
Yeah.
and just free speech. And I think freedom of the press, it's all just kind of, feel like it's different. It's different. It's different. So I don't know. It's not for the faint of heart, especially at this point.
Yeah.
Being a journalism just kind of like really does like take over your life, and it is hard. You don't have that
The balance.
family life balance. There is no family life balance. I think one of the proud things is I stuck it out as long as I had. A lot of people, especially now the younger people, they don't go through that sacrifice and all that we did because we were just hungry for it.
Yes.
They'll get in there like, what? I have to work morning, weekends? Oh, no.
I'm out. They give her. Yeah.
There are a lot of young journalists now that are hungry and are, gung-ho. We have, a lot of that at our station. I just like to mentor and raise them up, and you know what I mean? And then I'm proud of that too. When you mentor someone and then they go on and they're successful, you're like, oh.
Your team's changed a little bit. Now you have You have Angela, right? Or the Angie Ann. Oh, but we lost
Clyburn.
and we lost our friend, the gentleman.
Oh, Andrew.
Yeah, Andrew. Yes, because I saw him in passing. I was like, "Hey, what's up?"
And that guy was so funny. Had me rolling. Well, for the years that he was here, it's funny, and it was weird because we got along. We liked the same things. It's like he was like a brother from another mother.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, oh my gosh, were we like twins born at different times? It was so weird. I've never worked with anyone that I was so much alike, like them.
I like that because y'all would record some behind the scenes stuff, so I would be cracking up. So
Yeah, I enjoy working with them. I am glad that since Andrew left, I'm glad that Jeff Hogan is back.
Okay.
He's great and has a lot of community connections. He does a lot, and it's just fun. And Stacia from Channel 6 is now, she replaced me at
yeah.
there, and now she's over at 10. So it's just like, it's a small world
Yeah.
in the media. So you often run into people you worked with before.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I am again so thankful for your time today, but I would like you to take a few moments if there's anything you wanted to share. I'll give you a few moments to share that as you was driving over, you're just like, you know what, I want to make sure I say this to the watching and listening audience. So any encouraging words that you would like to share?
Take care of your mental health. That's what I think is really important. And a lot of times parents put in everything into their kids and take time for yourself and protect your mental health. Everything going on in the world.
Guard your heart.
Guard your heart and protect your mental health. And, whatever crazy things are going on right now and the government shutdown, I just worry about people.
Yeah.
Our humanity, and just try to keep your humanity and forget mental health during this time. And, we pray this too shall pass, and these will eventually get better. And
Yeah, that's good. That's encouraging. That's very uplifting. I appreciate that. So, Yolanda, I want to thank you for sharing your story, your faith, and your heart with us today. And we appreciate the example and excellence and authenticity that you present to our community. And family, be sure to catch Yolanda weeknights on WBNS 10 TV, and stay tuned for more conversations right here with Turn Up with Pastor Charlie.
let me just say, tell your audience, I did dress professionally, but the background, man, I had all black, so that would not look good. So I had clothes in my car, shadows to my sorority, Sigma Gamma Rho.
Right.
You always full of joy. I love it. I appreciate you so much.
For having me.
Thank you for coming. Just taking time out of your busy day. Appreciate it.